Wednesday.
Can't sleep. Just thinking about Michael.
Their world has been shattered.
What is going on?
Andy, tell her the truth. I still can't believe what just happened.
Now, to put the pieces back together.
We're on our way over.
This is his neighbor.
What happened?
Y'all need to get over here quick, too.
That was the neighbor. We gotta go. Andy, you okay? I meant nothing to him.
Tyler Perry Sistas. All new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 6, Episode 19. The trailer starts off with Zach telling Fatima that he can't sleep because he's thinking about Michael. I can't blame him, because if I just heard some news that my son might be in the hospital and he hasn't been around all day and neither has his mother, I wouldn't be able to sleep either, knowing the prior history of him being abused and seeing how he's living. Then we see Jordan about to fight Gary, and I know it has something to do with the information that the girls want to tell Penelope, and I wonder if he was standing there or he figured out that Gary and Andy used to date and he's mad at Gary because Gary didn't tell him about it. But he's really going to want to fight Gary once he figures out what Gary has been doing to his sister and all these other women. And Gary's standing over there like he doesn't have a care in the world about the fact that his fiance's brother wants to fight him, and he looks like he's over the entire situation and is trying to do everything he can to get out of it. And we see Penelope and she's like, "What is going on, girl? You just don't know what your fiance is doing behind your back." And once you find out, your entire world will explode and your perception of Gary will definitely change. He's not as perfect as you think he is. Then we see Andy and she's looking like, do I have to tell her right now? Because what I'm about to tell her is going to change her whole life. Then we see Danny, who was instigating the entire situation, tell Andy, you gotta tell her the truth. She hit Andy with the, and you're gonna tell her from Medea's family reunion. Andy's like, you need to talk to your fiance. And I'm like, Andy, girl, no. Because if he talks to her, she won't know the entire truth. She needs to know everything that's going on with this man, from Jasmine to you and everything that he's bought you and the other things that y'all have been through together and the abuse that he's did to you. She needs to know everything before she signs her life away and marry this man, and she thinks that she's gonna have a family with him when she's actually not. Because he doesn't even take care of the kids that he already has with Jasmine, because we barely hear him talk about it. Then we see Andy, Sabrina, and Danny, and Danny's like, I can't believe this happened, girl. You instigated the entire thing. So how can you not believe it was going to happen? I'm not even mad at you for wanting to expose Gary, because if I was in that situation, I would do it too. But you need to look at your own doorstep before you try to sweep somebody else's, because yours is not perfect by a long shot at all. Then we see Gary going over to talk to Hayden, and Hayden's like, how you going to tell me about my relationship when yours is just as messed up, and why would you even go to talk to Hayden in the first place? Then we see Karen, and she's getting a phone call from the girls, and the girls are letting her know that they're on the way over to talk and to tell her everything that happened on the date. And I'm like, don't you think Karen is going to tell you I told you so once you tell her about Gary? And honestly, Andy, you should be thanking Karen for letting her convince you not to marry Gary, because you would be in a worse situation if you did marry him and found out that he has somebody pregnant on his side. Then we see Zach and Fatima, and they're in the bed, and Fatima gets a call from the nosy neighbor Cheryl telling her to get over there immediately because there's a lot of ambulances outside. I'm like, oh no, this could be the worst case scenario, because for there to be a lot of ambulances outside, something serious must have happened to that little boy, because you know Heather's not gonna call the ambulance for anything. Zach's mental state is not gonna be good at all, and he will mess the whole world up around that little boy and Fatima, so they better be back over at Karen's house. We have Karen asking Andy, is she okay? And I'm like, girl, do you think she's okay? She just saw the love of her life, and he has a pregnant fiance. Andy says, I meant nothing to him. Girl, do you think you actually meant something to him? He had a whole wife and kids, and he was sleeping with you. So if they meant nothing to him, you mean nothing. I don't know why you would think you'd be any different and that you were special to him. The private detective Leslie tried to warn you, and you didn't want to listen to her because you was too dumb in love with this man. You got your feelings all tied up into it, now you're all heartbroken, and now you think you have the absolute right to feel this way, and you don't, because you already knew what you got into, because you knew he was married already. So if he was married to a woman and he was sleeping with you, why don't you think he was sleeping with somebody else? Be so for real. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. Bye!